Have you with us? In our first story, the Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo has cited the Auditor General Daniel Yao Domelevo for contempt over the $1 million Kroll payment surcharge. Osafo-Maafo and 4 other applicants who are officials of the Ministry of Finance had sued Mr. Domelevo. Let's give you some background on this issue. Now, the Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo was surcharged $1 million over an agreement with a foreign company without allegedly following due process. The Auditor General Daniel Domelevo revealed on Joy FM Super Morning Show in November the senior minister had 60 days to go to court to seek an order setting aside his surcharge. Mr. Domelevo said Mr. Osafo-Maafo's reply to his queries over a government contract with Kroll Associates UK to provide consultancy services was unsatisfactory.
Giving me assurance that the work is being done and they are doing work for you is not what we were looking for. What we were looking for is evidence that work has been done. That is one. And if you saw the letter which they have published on the web, which shows their intention to disallow and surcharge, you will see that we were asking for some other information. Because Kroll and Associates is a foreign company. Article 181 of the Constitution, Clause 5, provides that it requires parliamentary approval for you to go into such contracts. We are waiting for that parliamentary approval to come. Then we also stated that we don't think they follow the procurement process. If you look, I saw a document that you circulated on Joy FM, which is purported approval from Public Procurement Authority. If you look at that approval, it was given on the 14th of November 2017. The contract was signed on 26th of September 2017, 2 months later, before the approval was given. So the contract had already been signed. And invoices were issued earlier than the contract date. Okay? And if you, I don't know why Ghanaians don't read critically. If you read that letter, you will see that the approval was given by the management of PPA, not the board. Section 40 of the Public Procurement Act says the board, not management. But it is management who gave the approval. And the approval was given to National Security Secretariat, not Senior Minister. So there are a whole lot of questions unanswered about that, which we thought they will have come clear of it, and they have not come. As a result of which I've issued a surcharge. So I've issued a surcharge against the Senior Minister that he should pay the money back into government coffers.
And my colleague Malik Dabo joins me with more on the application. Malik, what exactly are these persons seeking in court?
So there are 5 of them, led by, of course, the Senior Minister, Mr. Yao Osafo-Maafo. And what they are essentially asking the court to do is to commit Mr. Yao Domelevo into prison. Essentially, that's what contempt is for. And the reason why they are asking the court to do this is that they say when they exercise their right under Section 17 of the Audit Service Act, which requires that when a surcharge is issued against a person, the person has a right to appeal against that surcharge, and you, in your introductory comments, made reference to that. They exercised that right that they have and then went to court saying that, look, they do not believe that the circumstances under which the transaction was done warranted the surcharge that the Auditor General issued against them, and therefore they wanted the court to set aside that that surcharge and the disallowance and the surcharge. Now, when they went to court and made this appeal to the court, the rules require that Mr. Domelevo would file the documents that he based that decision on, the documents that formed the foundation for his disallowance and surcharge. The argument led by their lawyer Yao Pong is that because the Auditor General did not obey the rules and file these documents, they wanted the court to essentially commit him to prison. One, because he is frustrating their case, because his failure to file them makes it impossible for them to get the justice that they say they deserve. Secondly, also because it does not place the court in a position where it will be able to make a determination of the matter before it. So they say on the basis of those 2 things, they should commit Domelevo to prison.
Mr. Domelevo has not spoken?
Not yet. We haven't heard from him. We've been trying to reach him to find out exactly what his response are, or at least his lawyers, to find out why they have not filed. What the applicants are saying, and I'm talking Osafo-Maafo and the others, what they are saying is that they have conducted a search. It is entirely possible that these documents have been filed, but they haven't found them. Their case in court is that they have conducted a search and they haven't found these documents as have been filed. So we have to see whether the court, they may have actually gone to court. The lawyers could go to court and ask for time in which to file this, and if a court granted that, they are within their right to file them at a later time. But we have to find out from the lawyers what exactly is the case.
Thank you very much, Malik Dabo, for those details. Of course, we are following this issue very closely. Expect updates in later bulletins.